Hello and welcome to my channel Divine Disclosures. Today I have a prophetic word from the Lord concerning when we are in contact with our kingdom spouse. So this word came to me through a dream. In my dream, I was living with my kingdom spouse, and I just remember I was laying on the bed with him and I was holding him and I was kissing his body. And so we were obviously in a relationship at this time. And I was just admiring him, and he was telling me about his day, and he told me about how he went to the store, and he actually went to 3 different stores to get some things that we needed. And all of a sudden I realized that one of the stores that he mentioned, I had had an issue with. I had a severe issue with. And it didn't specify what the issue was, but it was like a dire situation. And this dread came over my body, and I was like, oh my gosh, you went there? And I knew right then and there that I couldn't hold it against him because he didn't know any better. He didn't know that I had had a bad experience with the owners or whatever there, and something bad had happened that had caused me to never want to go back there again. And so when I woke up, I was very happy because I had a nice intimate moment with my kingdom spouse in my dream. And also, the Lord started revealing to me what the interpretation was for the dream. And it basically means the stores stand for certain behaviors. Let's call them sins, if you will. Certain behaviors, habits that we naturally do when we haven't been conformed to the image of Christ. And he wasn't aware of every single one of these things. As the person who has been standing, I know that God has been refining you and perfecting you and teaching you in your own life what you need to get rid of. And so most people, especially first coming back to Christ or coming to Christ for the first time, they have absolutely no idea what they are and are not supposed to do. And some of these things that we have been instructed to not do are things that even general Christians that, have been following Christ for a long time don't know about. And that could be, maybe not supporting a satanic company because their food is cursed or offered to idols. They're poisoning the food. It could be things as simple as that the Lord has instructed us to not take part in because it's just not good for our life. It's not good for our future. It's not beneficial to us. And so basically the whole message is we are to be our kingdom spouse's guide. We are to guide them in what the Lord has already taught us to steer clear from, so that they don't come home, or they don't come home, so to speak, after doing something that is going to bring spiritual and physical consequences that are bad and reap bad harvest for your family. And so, yeah, that's the gist of the message, that we are to be our kingdom spouse's guide, and remember to do this in love. The scripture that he gave me is in Proverbs, and it says, better is open rebuke than hidden love, referring to the fact that when we rebuke somebody, that is loving them. It says, faithful are the wounds of a friend, and profuse are the kisses of an enemy. So, what is it talking about, the wounds of a friend? Well, when we rebuke somebody, it doesn't feel good. So it feels like a wound, right? And then the kisses of an enemy, they feel good. If somebody's flattering you and just telling you what you want to hear, but this is a bad thing, according to God. It's deception. And there's usually an alternative motive behind why somebody would want to manipulate you in that way. And so we just follow what the word says, and we rebuke them in love, and so that our lives may go about more smoothly, and we will reap positive, beneficial things into our lives. Thank you so much for listening to this message, and I pray that you have a wonderfully blessed day.